Funny how the loudest answers sometimes don't make a sound. You learn a lot when everybody stops talking. I know the silence when the phone stopped ringing. Same people saying always suddenly stopped meaning. I used to take it personal, thought something was wrong. Then I realized some departure's been overdue all along. See, silence got a language, you just gotta listen. It'll show you who's pretending, it'll show you who's missing. Words can paint a picture, but actions make it vivid. And sometimes what they don't say tells you exactly how they feel. I remember sitting quiet with a storm in my chest, trying to make sense of why I gave my best. I kept asking for answers from people who left, but you can't get closure from somebody who don't care what's next. So I stopped asking, started observing, started noticing patterns instead of believing versions. Everybody got a story when they trying to explain, but the truth leaves fingerprints all over the pain. I don't need a confession, I can look at the change. When the energy gets different, I already know what it means. That's growth. Learning not to chase every person who walks away, learning not to beg somebody just to choose to stay, learning that your worth don't decrease when somebody changes. And sometimes losing access is protection disguised as pain. I used to fear the quiet, now I sit inside it. Because when the world gets quiet, I can finally hear myself. The silence speaks loud when the words disappear. It tells me who's real, it tells me who's near. The silence speaks loud when the truth gets hard. Sometimes no reply is the answer you were searching for. Sometimes silence says everything that words are too scared to imply. The silence speaks loud, and I'm finally listening. Yeah, I learned peace ain't boring, it's a blessing in disguise. It's the first time you can hear your own thoughts without the noise outside. No notifications, no opinions, no pressure to perform. Just you and every question you've been running from before. What do you want? Who are you now? What are you willing to lose to keep yourself proud? I asked myself questions that I couldn't avoid. Had to separate the real me from the person I deployed. See, sometimes you build an image just to survive the environment, then forget that you're allowed to change when the environment changes. I ain't who I was at 17, thank God for that. I ain't who I was last year, and I won't apologize for that. Growth means some people won't recognize your face because they only knew the version that they needed you to play. That's why the silence got louder when I stopped explaining, when I stopped defending, when I stopped entertaining. Suddenly I can see the difference between connection and convenience. Some people love your presence, some people love what you provide. Some people love the version of you that never tells them no and never changes sides. But boundaries make the truth appear, and that's okay. I'd rather have a quiet room than a crowded room full of fear. I'd rather know who's genuine than have 1,000 people near. I'd rather sleep with peace than wake up chasing applause. Because what good is being heard if you never hear yourself at all? The silence speaks loud when the words disappear. It tells me who's real, it tells me who's near. The silence speaks loud when the truth gets hard. Sometimes no reply is the answer you were searching for. Too scared to imply. The silence speaks loud, and I'm finally listening. Maybe the silence wasn't punishment, maybe it was space. Space to breathe, space to breathe, space to heal, space to finally meet myself without everybody else's expectations. Maybe the people who went quiet weren't taking something from me. maybe they were giving me room to hear what I already knew. Now I don't panic when the room gets empty. I know solitude can teach you things a crowd won't tell me. I know being misunderstood doesn't mean I'm wrong. Sometimes the loneliest road is where you finally grow strong. I stop measuring my life by the volume of the room. Stop thinking every quiet season meant my dreams were doomed. So seeds grow underground where nobody can see. Just because nothing's happening outside don't mean nothing's happening beneath. So let them talk, let them leave, let them misunderstand. I got work to do, I got people to love, I got promises to keep, yeah. And I got a future that don't need everybody's permission to exist, yeah. I've been through the nights where doubt felt permanent, where every little failure felt like evidence. But now I understand silence was medicine. It forced me to become